Welcome to cooking cheap, easy, and tasty meals. We're going to make an oven chicken and rice dish, and everything can be done in one pan. Start off with 2 tablespoons of butter into the pan and put it in the oven to let it melt the butter. Okay, the butter is melted, and I'm going to add red and yellow onions and garlic to the pan. Stir them up, get a little butter on it. Then we'll stick it back in the oven for about 15 minutes and let the onions and garlic cook. Okay, it's been about 15 minutes. It's cooking down nicely. I'm going to add half a cup of rice. You could certainly do more, but I'm just going to do half a cup. That should be enough for us for a meal. Hopefully I have a few leftovers. Then I'm going to add a cup of chicken broth. Now what I'm actually doing is adding a cup of water and a heaping teaspoon of better than bouillon to make the broth. Now add one extra ingredient. I've got some sausage that I cooked the other day. And so I'm going to put a little sausage in here. This is Italian sausage. It'll give me a little extra seasoning. It's already been cooked, but it's not going to be a problem. It'll add a little flavor and a little more substance to this meal. That looks good. I'm going to stir this up, and I'm going to cook this and let the rice cook. And then I'm going to add the chicken at the end to finish it. But first, I'm going to put some foil over the top of that. Put this back in the oven for about half an hour, and then I'm going to add the chicken. Okay, now I'm going to prepare the chicken that I am going to use. So I've got a couple of pieces that I have already prepared and wrapped up, froze. They've thawed to make sure they're prepared. They look fine. I'm going to dry them off a little bit, and then I'm going to season. Okay. Bought these breasts earlier and sliced them in half because they were so thick. Okay, I'm going to season them with some thyme, paprika, some garlic, and some onion. And some salt and pepper. I'm going to take that and shake it off a little bit and put it on, make sure I get the other side covered. Use what falls off to coat the other side. So that's ready to go on to into our chicken, rice, and sausage dish when it comes out of the oven in a few minutes. It's been half an hour. I pulled the rice out. Take the foil off. Looks like it's coming along quite nicely. I am going to do a little seasoning just to add a little extra pepper, a little extra salt. I got the rice in there. I feel pretty sure there's going to be enough, but just in case, because I really can't adjust the seasoning very much after this. All right, that looks like that's coming along quite nicely. All right, so I'm going to take the chicken and lay it in here. And we're going to put this back in the oven, but we're not going to cover it with foil again. It should be fine at this point. I'm going to take all the excess seasoning that's on here. I'm going to take this, put it back in the oven, uncovered, for half an hour till the moisture has been absorbed by the rice. And by that time, the chicken ought to be cooked. Okay, here we have it. Baked chicken, sausage, and rice. The chicken is now 165 or better. Not much more, so it should still be tender. If you use chicken thighs, you probably could have just thrown them in there to begin with and it would have been fine. But since we're using chicken breast, we've got to be a little more careful so they don't dry out. But that's ready and looks good enough to eat. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and give us a like. Thank you.